Feels like such a glib question, but how are they right now?
It's very bad. It's a very bad situation. So there are 8 adults and 8 children. I think their main worry is the children, and that's my main worry. I worry about all of them, but when I speak to them, they hardly talk about themselves. They only talk about the little ones. We've got a 4-month-old child trapped there in the same one-room basement in the middle of nowhere in Rafah, and the eldest child is 7 years old. So we're talking about 8 children between 4 months and 7 years old, and that's the main worry. That is our main worry.
Yeah. The stress is unimaginable because, you know, it's bad enough worrying about the adults, but it's the children as well. I mean, the pressure on them must be immense. Talk to me about how this whole thing started. When Hamas attacked Israel, things moved pretty quickly and your family did try to leave. Talk me through what happened.
Yeah, so from the first day, we knew that this is going to be a big and bloody conflict. So all of us, we agreed as a family that it's best to leave. And we planned it, and we arranged for exit day 3. Rafah crossing was still working. I think lots of foreign nationals tried to get out and managed. For us, we tried to get passports, to get everyone. We're talking about 16 people, lots of logistics, getting documents, travel documents, valuable stuff, all of that. So they managed to get into 3 cars and to move down from our house in Gaza City to Rafah crossing. And just before arriving there, like 10-15 minutes before they arrived there, the Rafah crossing was bombarded and was closed. And it was closed since then. And since then, we're trying to think of an alternative route with no success.
This trauma is with your family every day. Every minute of their life at the moment is dangerous. But they have to keep going for the children. They have to feed them, water them, have to try and find some kind of power source to be able to keep in touch with you so they can understand what's going on in the outside world, because talking to you, you know, that's their key to the outside world, you know, the hope that they have that the situation, you know, may resolve, they may find a way out. Talk to me about their day-to-day life, because we know that food and water is scarce in Gaza at the moment. How are they charging their phones?
Yeah.
How are they feeding their kids?
Yeah, it's very hard. They managed to take some canned food and very, very minimal food supplies when they left Gaza, but that was around 10 or 14 days ago, so they're running out of everything. They had, 2 of my brothers, they had to leave that shelter, walking for half an hour, trying to find somewhere to buy anything, or even to fill a bottle of water, drinking water. I mean, these daily going out trying to find food and water is very scary, because once you're out, anything can happen, and if anything happens to any of them, it will be a while before the rest know what happened.
What's this been like for you, Ahmad?
I can't even describe how I feel. I mean, for 3 weeks, I felt helpless because I couldn't do anything. Every time I speak to them, they think that I'll be bringing some good news, that some form of an agreement will happen soon to open the border. And that's heartbreaking when I
not being able to give them that news.
To say. Absolutely, it's very difficult. And even that thought that I might lose contact with them, I lost contact with them for at least 24 hours one day. And then I heard from the news that there was lots of bombardments around their area and displaced people from the Gaza City were killed. And that was the scariest few hours of my life, because I thought that I lost them. And then many, many hours later, I managed to speak to them, and they described that it was lots of bombardments in their area. So if anything happens to them, 1, I will not be able to help. 2, I will not be able to say goodbye. or anything, I really can't sleep, because I have to stay glued to TV to keep updated of what's happening. It's something that I cannot control.
Oh, Ahmad.
It's having a huge toll on me.
Yeah, unbelievable torture for you, feeling helpless here with your family in such a perilous situation, thousands of miles away. You're taking practical steps to do what you can. Talk to me about the kind of information, assistance you're getting from the UK government, your family members of British nationals or partners of British nationals. What kind of help have you been getting, if any, at this stage?
I mean, to be honest, the only thing that happened so far is that we had a portal, an online portal for all British nationals in Gaza Strip to register their presence there. And that was quick, and that's something good that we appreciate. And I think from day 3 from this conflict, they managed to register their presence. And from that point onwards, we're talking about 17 days, nothing happened. I know it's very tough and very critical, and it's the discussions involving multiple parties, like Egyptians and Israelis. But for me, as a person with direct relationship to people suffering there, I can't really see why can't we put any agreement in place to open the border, get those people out. I mean, if we manage to get some aids in, that means there should be some mechanism to bring people out. I can't see where is that holding, and no one is mentioning anything to us or keeping us updated.